Just reshuffle the Zoom meeting. Oh, well.
Says we're live on YouTube.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Sure. Yeah, I think everybody's view was good. Yours is sideways, honey. I'm sorry. That's all right.
Is that correct? No.
No, it's.
Better?
It has to take a second because it's like a whatever delay. Right, so just put it back in position. See if it's. Well, it will come together. Second time. All right, I'm just gonna art journal. How's that?
Okay, so I'm not seeing you live on YouTube. I'm on the live channel. Oh, there it is. I found it. 12 watching.
Okay, there we go.
So people should be able to hear us, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, I think I muted everything now. So,
So if someone's watching us live, if they could let us know if they could hear us.
yeah,
Okay.
if you guys are watching us live, can you let us know if you can hear us?
That would be helpful.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay.
Jana says, yes, she can hear us.
Yay.
Excellent.
Hi, Jana. Hi, Annie and Blanca.
Thank you, Matt. I'm like, I don't know. I'm
Hi,
reaching
Barbara. Welcome, welcome. Denise.
Where are you seeing this?
I got the chat on the right-hand side.
You got the chat on the inside.
Yeah, so when I clicked on the live video on the right-hand side of the screen, I'm on chat.
Oh, okay.
Top right, do you have a chat?
Mm.
Okay, I will manage the chat.
Thank you, ma'am. All right.
Yeah.
That's how we roll today.
Hi, Nancy and Pam and Sandy and Aline. Hi, Leslie. Yes, Lucy, you're in. I can hear you all the way in Maryland. Woohoo!
And they're not looking at any of us in here. I mean, they can't see.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right. It's just the room.
I have all three with voice and vigil. Yay, Deborah Murray. Hi, Bethany Semple. And Arkansas Crazy Quilter. Welcome, welcome. We're just messing around playing tonight. Like
I'm just impressed that we
we
got
managed to get all of us
working for
on.
Yeah, no kidding.
3 of us Gen Xers.
What are you working on, Andrea?
I am trying to play around with some gouache. So I'm playing around with some colors, new color that I have not really loved before, and that's Riordan. I like greens, but there's something about this green. It just feels so unnatural or something.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Doesn't look very
Yeah.
nice.
I don't know. I love a good phthalo green, which is what it reminds me of.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it's pretty, but it just,
Yeah.
you know, when you're using it for nature, it feels
Yeah, it feels synthetic.
synthetic. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, we didn't see that green today at the botanical gardens.
No.
We did not. We went to a gorgeous garden today, took lots of flower photos. Super inspiring. Yesterday, I took him to my favorite bookstore.
Mm-hmm.
Tell Allie I had to rip out all the stitching when halfway through my July book project. Somehow I managed to sew 2 pages together and I couldn't get the knots out from Lucy Sweet.
Oh, Lucy.
Hi, Casey in South Dakota. Hi, Sean and Angela. Yes, Andrea has 2 cameras. That's the plan.
Yes.
That's my studio, Minette's studio.
This is.
And then we all have our cameras or phones down on our screen so you can work, so you can see what we're working on. Hi, Shelley.
Okay, I'm gonna do something. Now that we're all on and everything is set, I'm gonna move this to here. Right?
Oh,
If I
can
just
you
move
reach
this
it all the
to
way over
here,
there?
try it. You guys just keep going. They're looking at something. That's all good.
So Shelley, I don't know if you can go full screen and still see the chat or not. I'm gonna try it here. So when I went full screen, I lose the chat. So you're gonna have to choose whether you want to see the chat or see us all a little bit bigger.
I'm also playing with the gouache. We went to Jerry's Artorama today, and I picked up this what brand is it? Holbein acrylic gouache in turquoise blue, rose, and deep yellow on the recommendation of my friends. And so I'm playing with that on some book pages, and I'm going to do a little slice on it. So we'll see.
I'm gonna do this for a second so I don't make people dizzy as I move it.
So yesterday we went to a used bookstore in Estes Park, Colorado that is run by volunteers and funds the local library. And they have a room where it's 4 books for $1. And we came home with 3 bankers boxes full of books from the bookstore yesterday. Hi, Carol. Welcome, welcome.
Which Carol is that?
It's Carol Schnell
Oh, hi,
from
Carol.
Texas.
Hi, Carol.
So where Andrea's moving some of our tech around, so bear with us for just a minute.
It shouldn't actually look really chaotic, not as chaotic as it feels.
You don't think this table's chaotic?
Oh,
Well,
this part, at least the camera's not on so that they can't feel me moving them around.
Oh, gosh.
You guys, your whole laptop is moving to the other end so I can see if we can. So that's so much better because we can actually see.
awesome.
On camera at least.
Yep, we can see Allie and you.
And not Minette.
I'm good.
Oh,
It's all fine.
thanks.
They should be able to see you, Andrea.
Yeah.
All right.
Yay.
There we go.
They don't need to see us.
Oh, look at those 2
Oh,
colours
Oh,
together.
those are
yeah.
gorgeous.
It's like a sunset.
Is that the deep yellow and the rose?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, send my husband a picture of us going into Jerry's Artorama today. He's like, oh no.
Oh no.
You were pretty
Yeah, you were really restrained.
restrained.
Right. Because I have a banker's box for them.
Yeah, but
To bring home. It was really fun to like art supplies with friends, because normally we're just browsing online
exactly.
and not kind of saying, oh, have you got this? Oh, have you tried this?
Yeah.
Fun.
And tomorrow we're going for a picnic in the mountains with our journals
Yeah.
and our cute little watercolor sets that Andrea made for us.
Should be fun. Yeah, this is turning into a hot mess.
Every page I made with the gouache today was a hot mess.
I think
really?
when I'm learning a new medium,
You have to make it.
it's, I'm kind of, I put it through its paces is what I call it, right? And I see how does it compare to all the ways that I use my other mediums. And gouache is such a strange creature, you
Yeah.
know, it's like this hybrid of acrylic and watercolor that. it's just a
So
little
we
getting used
probably
to.
spent 5 hours in the studio today playing with gouache.
Yeah. Easily.
And Andrea talked me into buying a tool, a really cool tool
Ooh, I didn't see that.
that has like a bone folder and a straight edge on the end. And then has a stylus. Where am I? Oh, this thing is behind us, the stylus.
Oh, see, you can see it right here.
Oh, there I am. It's just behind a stylus on the other end. And took a piece of foam and am making, would you call this a stamp, not
Yeah,
a
yeah,
stencil,
it's a
but it's
stamp.
like almost like a reverse stamp.
Mhm.
And so it's been kind of fun to play with that. So we've been in experimentation mode all day today.
Indeed. It's the best.
Even I got dirty fingers.
Allie got dirty
Guys,
fingers.
They're a tiny bit dirty.
Allie has dirty fingers.
Yeah.
And I get to take partial credit for it.
Jay Muir says hello from North Carolina. Wondered what happened, but internet was on the fritz. Blanca, we're just playing. I don't think there's a theme for the evening.
No, it's art journaling with friends is the theme for the evening. And we qualify. We're art journaling and we're friends.
Casey's asking, how is your vertigo?
Casey, thank you so much for that vestibular information. I so appreciate that. I am still experiencing the symptoms, so I will be seeing an ear, nose, and throat doctor when I get back home. So yeah. Yep. The human aging body.
We've all been a little, oh, my back, oh, my
Right?
head, oh, my neck.
Well, we have.
Yeah.
Today, Minette.
Today.
Okay, right.
Yeah, the white gouache.
No.
It's in front of your book there, right there.
I think it was just hiding.
I don't know. I do love these Holbein acrylic gouache.
They're delicious.
So what other artists do you think of when you think of artists who use gouache as a method, as a material?
No.
Lisa Congdon.
Oh, does she?
Compton?
A lot of illustrators
Yeah.
use gouache. My daughter
Yes.
loves
Maggie.
gouache.
I thought does Joy Chard use gouache? I think she uses more like acrylic ink and watercolor.
Was she the one that was doing the
um,
cute oil pastels?
Yeah, let's see. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Jennifer Pennock.
Oh, she
Isn't
uses
that-
gouache, the collage lady?
Oh, no. I'm thinking of August Wren. Who is August Wren?
Oh, she does the cute birds.
Yeah,
right?
August Wren. What is her? I think her name is Jennifer.
Is that? I don't know.
Jennifer. August Wren.
I just know it's August Wren.
Is anybody putting it in the comments? Who's August Wren?
Yeah,
Jennifer Orkin Lewis. Jennifer Orkin Lewis just came to me.
Hello, Darcy from Portland, Oregon.
Hey, Darcy.
And Darcy's sister all the way from Brisbane, Queensland. Woo!
Wow. It's a decent time for our Australian or our Queensland friends.
Yeah.
I just love the colors you can get with yellow, ochre, and rose. That combo is just doing it for me. Look at that.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Isn't it pretty?
They're so pretty. So I'm playing, and actually, Ali is also playing on book paper. It's late in the evening for me to be creating, so I know I needed something that was just totally random.
I know, all of us are like, random's good, not overthinking is good.
Getting down some color, getting down some marks.
Well, I think that's so important to remember, right? Is, we don't ever have to sit down and create anything,
A masterpiece.
right? Then we
and
can
I
just play.
I'm never setting out to make a masterpiece, that's for sure.
No.
And art journaling is just such a fun, it's such a fun place to just practice and
Yeah.
let go.
Okay, I'm liking the washy gouache through the stencils.
Washy gouache.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
that's nice.
We make some great collage background image stuff.
Yeah,
These are fun.
these are really fun color combos too. What colors
Yeah.
are you using?
Orange and magenta.
Mm.
Yeah, that one's really fun. Over the stencils. What do you need?
Scissors, please, Minette. To your right. There we go. Thank you. It's awfully fun playing with someone else's art supplies, by the way, too.
Right? That was the best part of packing to come here, is that I'm like, I don't even have to pack art supplies.
No.
My friend Minette has everything I want.
Exactly.
Yeah, and lots of it came from you. The best.
So Arkansas Crazy Culture says Marianne Moss uses gouache.
Oh, that's a good one, Marianne Voss.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah. Who's the other one that's Marianne's friend? Pam.
Character?
Nope.
Different
Pam.
Pam.
Also in Southern California. Wow.
Well, gosh, yeah.
It will. Jennifer Orkin Lewis came to me, so Pam. Somebody else is going to say it. They're going to be like, it's on it. If somebody's got it.
What kind of gouache did you buy, Blanca? So we've been having interesting playtime today with both acrylic gouache and watercolor based gouache.
Yeah. So watercolor gouache is what they call traditional gouache. If you hear people talking about gouache and they don't say the word acrylic, they are talking about watercolor gouache. Acrylic gouache is more a newcomer on the art supply scene, or newer than traditional gouache. And the only difference is that it has the binder like acrylic paint does. So once it's dry, it's not going to lift or bleed. The color's not going to shift. It's not going to reactivate.
Love this stencil. Is this? This is one of the
That's
Kelly
a Kelly
Wynn.
Wynn stencils, yeah.
This one,
Color Crush.
I love it.
I know, it's just such a fun organic orb.
Reminds me of like rocks.
But this makes a really, the cobalt blue and that rose makes a really pretty periwinkle
Ooh.
too.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's nice.
Pretty colors. I don't normally wash my stencils, but that gouache is going to reactivate on there.
Oh,
really?
Oh, no, well, I'm using the acrylic ones.
No, you shouldn't.
Okay.
Look like you guys are monitoring that, because I don't know why my
Pam Garrison, maybe? Is it Pam Garrison?
yes,
Pam Garrison.
You are right.
Nice.
Way to go, Shelley. Blanca, your painting by candle, is that by design or is your power out?
Painting by candle.
Ooh, that sounds
That
romantic.
sounds-
It does.
Hopefully it's romantic.
Nancy said, yeah, Jennifer Orkin Lewis said that one, right?
Should write these down because I'm not going to remember. That's the thing. I don't remember So we'll do that.
You good? Can I pass you something?
I don't know what I want.
Okay.
I want to just maybe
Got the rocks.
layer up. I'll do the rocks next.
How do you feel like painting with the gouache through the stencil? Is
That
it
was,
fun?
yeah, it was with these.
Oh yeah, well, maybe I'll try that.
Am I?
I used a brush.
I'm not frozen on.
No, it just takes is a lot slower on the screen.
It's a bit of a lag, I think.
Yeah. Nope, you're not frozen,
Okay, good.
just slow.
All
There's
right.
always a delay,
Yeah.
especially Zoom to
Yeah.
YouTube. I love this one. Also
Mhm.
one of Kelly Wynn's
Asterisks, yeah.
asterisks, that's what they are. I'm like, are they snowflakes?
Well, she called them stars or. yeah,
I
she
like
called them
asterisks.
stars. They look like snowflakes or
Yeah,
asterisks.
They totally do. They're very fun. Yeah, not too much water was the secret there for sure.
Yeah, I kind of sludgy. I actually don't know much about your challenge.
The challenge is,
Tell me
it's so
about it.
funny, it's like a non-challenge challenge because it's just the whole point is to get in your journals. We love
Okay.
making books.
Really?
We love making
We don't know
books.
Anybody that likes.
I don't know
books.
anybody that likes making books. We love making books, and I find that, sometimes preparing it, then we don't necessarily live in it fully. Like we don't actually use the book, get onto the pages. Yeah. And so my challenge for the month of July is to just encourage people to actually live in their books. And I mean, live in, like, put stuff in them. I like living in my books daily, like just adding little parts of my day onto the pages. So yeah, that's the challenge, is just to get onto the page.
And I'm definitely
Looks like.
loving the size of journal. This is my living in your, this is the daily creative living journal, everything journal.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Everything.
I know, I'm still getting all the names straight, but like Andrea, I have been just really having fun playing in this great big journal with all kinds of things, but really loving the size of this. And I also loved how easy it was to make, because making pretty books are fun, but I really love utilitarian books.
That can have the paper that I love. And right
Yeah.
now, I am.
This is okay
Love
paper.
Jason. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
Jason.
Love Jason.
Love it, Jason.
I am hardcore liking
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
the mixed media paper. It's it's not my Just Sewed manila folder. That's my favorite service to work on.
I
Yeah.
do love that too.
Mhm.
Although I really love the Strathmore 500 series that we made the books out of, that Tim's in.
Yeah, that's it. That is even thicker than this. So what
Yeah.
I'm really looking for is a 90-pound
It's like drawing paper.
vellum finish. So this is smooth. Yeah, a mixed media paper that maybe is a little sized or something, because the paper itself, this is nice and smooth paper. But as soon as it gets any sort of wetness in it, the fibers get a little fuzzy. Yeah, so it is mixed media paper for all intents
What
and
brand is
purposes. It's Strathmore.
Which series? Sorry.
It's the Vision.
You could just said it.
No, I didn't. Oh, Strathmore Vision mixed media paper. And it's 98 pounds, so it's heavy,
Yeah.
heavy-ish.
Oh, you just go back to your file folders. That's what you have.
Yeah. I do. That's why I can't limit it to one journal,
Yeah,
is because
you like them all.
I like to have, well, and the thing is, the reason that this everything journal came to be is that I was finding I wasn't doing as much of my morning pages as I wanted to be. for whatever reason, and I found that working in a journal this size and then letting, as my mind wanders during morning pages as it typically does, then I can do other things, or I can start my morning pages with a little bit of color instead of having them be just so plain white. You know, it gives me something to respond to, or just a good way to get started for me.
So I agree. Sherry says, could you try hot press watercolor paper?
I could. It might be what I'm also, I didn't put in there, the other factor is I don't want it to be prohibitively expensive to do the bulk of the pages that I need. So this is on a 70-page pad.
Yeah,
So it makes a book that has,
and I used half a pad.
you used half a pad, yeah.
So Tori Oberly says, hi, Minette and Allie. It's nice to meet you, Andrea, a little bit late, but super excited to be here. Annie's asking, how big is the journal?
It starts with 11 by 14 paper. So this is 11 by 7 is the page size. 11 by 14 is the spread size.
So Andrea and I are working in the same size journal. So 11 by 14 full spread, or 11 by 17 folded.
11 by
Sherry Rosario. Hi, Sherry. Great to see you. What about hot press watercolor paper?
I could. That would be maybe prohibitively expensive to do 70 sheets of it in the 11 by 14, but absolutely.
And Aline Coverdale says, I love my everything journal I made in Andrea's class. Love, love, love it.
Yeah.
Me too. Andrea, those squares are so pretty.
Aren't they fun? It's just a new color scheme for me. So the new triad of primaries.
Do you need some of these, Minette?
No, I'm good. I got the clouds and the asterisks.
Do you have the small circle? Oh, yes. Thank you. Lovely.
Somebody let the kids down.
I have a feeling the kids let themselves.
Oh,
down.
did they?
Oh, yeah.
The kids being the two
Cats.
Because Brad's hiding in the bedroom from all the insanity.
Yeah. Sorry, Brad.
He's a trooper.
Yes. Patricia Pfeiffer says hi.
Hi, Patricia.
Patricia, hi, Sherry.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Woohoo!
Like a little explosion.
A little too much pizza. Okay, I see what Kelly means about having fun layering these.
Yeah.
Maybe a little crazy for collage, but it's kind of fun.
Let's see. Yeah.
Weird color palette, and I'm still trying to make the gouache to be like acrylic.
And it's just not.
It's just not.
So the things that I love about it so far are that it dries super matte. There's no glossy glare at all.
I love that part.
And the colors that I'm using seem really rich. Like the Holbein gouache is nicely pigmented. I kind of dig the way that when it's a little bit not tacky, but kind of solidifying, if you will, if you add a tiny bit of water, it feels like it reactivates it somehow. It feels like you're painting with like a wet powder. Right?
Yeah, it's very bizarre.
It is bizarre. How do you like it, Allie?
I really like it. I like it with quite a lot of water though.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm really liking it. I'm getting some really nice washes. Look at these. The colors are vibrant, but
Yeah, they're very vibrant.
with lots of like transparency when I have the water. Yeah, I like them a lot. I don't think I'll be buying just 3.
No.
No.
I know, I sent Maggie a picture of your giant set and she's like, oh, I'm so jealous. Maggie's my daughter and she loves gouache.
I'm making a mess of these stencils.
No, don't wash them. You're fine.
Really?
Yes.
I never wash mine. I have some old ones that could probably use a good soap. What did you say that you soak stencils in?
Dishwasher gel. So the kind of gel that you put in your dishwasher.
Oh, right, okay.
So
Dishwasher
dishwasher
gel.
gel,
Okay.
not dish gel, right?
Not
Not
dish
like, not
soap.
dish soap,
Yeah,
but the stuff that you put in your dishwasher, the
Yeah.
gel kind of
Okay.
dishwasher stuff. That and water, you could do like 50-50 of that just to make a nice slurry.
yeah.
Slurry, yeah, because it's not, you want it to be watered down, but not, let it soak overnight. And then in the morning,
It'll just be
really rough scrub, like a scrub daddy,
Yeah.
that type of scrub. It'll just come on. It'll just slow us off.
I've been testing a variety of different pens for drawing over the gouache.
What are you finding so far?
This one that Allie gave me, this precise Pilot Precise is rolling on there pretty nicely. The Higgins went on nicely. I didn't love the micron on it, a little too scritchy.
That was the micron
I used a graphic.
graphic one. Yeah,
Yeah.
so a felt tip doesn't feel as good on it because it's just the texture of
Yeah.
it. Oh, Diego.
Oh,
He's such a
my
love bug.
friend. Hi, honey. Oh, you. Just take it. Yeah.
Yeah. More pages than I'm ever gonna know what to do with.
Oh, I'm sure that's not true. All right.
That's gonna be, you guys are gonna be a hard act to follow. I didn't have a guest last week. Now I have to find a guest next week that's gonna
Oh, yeah.
Come hang out
hold
with
a
me in your
candle.
studio.
Oh, well, I know, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, when am I gonna, I guess I'm gonna be home next week. Maybe I could have somebody come hang out with me in my studio.
I've been going back and forth all day between the great big journal and a little teeny tiny 4x4, which I have been having so much fun working in.
Yeah, it's hard to pick just one, huh?
Well, I don't need to, so.
No, it's true. What do I want to do?
Let's see. Yeah, it's just because I was close in. Annie is probably why it looked big. Sherry's, wow, Sherry's, yours is even bigger, 9x12 closed, 18x12 open.
Whoa.
Nice. Blanca said she's been missing being more creative. So she joined Watch.Learn.Play.
Nice.
Good night, Sherry.
Sherry, go to the edge.
Bonfires and Grace says like a wet, smooth powder pastel. Yes, exactly.
That's what it is. It's a
Yeah.
wet, smooth
Powder
powder
pastel.
pastel.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was
Stand up,
trying to
stand up.
articulate exactly that.
Yeah, Jana, fun hearing the art talk. Jana would be a fun guest.
Oh.
It's kind of late for
Yeah, I know.
Jana.
That's what I said last time, but she was on with us last time, so. If you
Nice.
take a nap next Friday, Jenna, you could be my guest.
Mhm.
Casey says you should have Joanne Sharp be your guest
Joanne
artist.
would be a good guest too. She is also on the East Coast, so this is a little
Yeah.
bit late for her, but I would definitely. throw
And
Joanne.
Lynn says she's so happy to have made it to a live tonight.
Yay! So happy too. I'm glad that you guys can actually hear us, because that's one thing that I did not actually
Think about.
think about all the way through.
I don't think Joanne Sharp's an early bird, but
You think she's an
Early
early owl?
season.
no, she's
night owl?
not. Yeah, I think she's only.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be cool. Working on these different papers at once. It's fun.
I get tired of seeing them all pile up and then I never know what to do with them. They're fun to make and then I'm like,
It's funny, we should pass our papers to the right. and
Yes.
use Each other's papers.
Right?
totally. Totally. That was so much fun when we did that at our retreat, when we had everybody pass their journals.
What kind of things were they doing in them?
We just did some mixed media prompts on journal pages, and
Yeah.
everybody just passed, we're going through the prompts.
Yeah.
The prompt, pass the journal,
That's a great.
and at the
idea.
end, we ended up having some really, really fun backgrounds.
I bet, yeah.
Brad said he has turned off the air conditioner because it's nice and cool outside. And then if it's too hot upstairs, that we can turn it back on.
No, it should be fine.
And you guys can open your windows, all the windows. Oh, this lime green is very limey.
That's lovely.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good combo, Ally.
Yeah, the yellows and blues. This one, oh, leaf green.
Leaf green.
It's an easy one. For sleepy.
Mhm. I was thinking I was gonna do some book pages, like words, cut out words inspired by Ally on this background.
I had a but are you still gonna
Yeah,
do?
I think I will.
Good.
I know what you mean, though. It did sound like I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't be boxed.
Having too much fun painting.
I am also finding that the second quote of gouache is the ticket. That is when you
Really?
get, that's when you, if you don't want the streakies, right? That's when you get the more saturated coverage,
Oh,
because the second coat just
all right
like,
then.
smooths everything out.
That's what I'll do. Yeah.
Okay, leaf green. And cerulean blue made a gorgeous green.
That's like a Kelly green.
It is.
I'm so glad that I am trying something new this month, because I feel like I've been stuck in a rut and not really disappointed about being stuck in it. Not like you don't even realize you're stuck in the rut because you're not really feeling like you're stuck in a rut until you do something different. And then, oh, that was
Where you flip back through things and you're like, oh, it all looks the same.
yeah, there's something about just sort of jostling yourself out of that by trying a new medium like this. I'm dealing with new colors now.
No, it is surprisingly easy to stencil over the top of the gouache. It doesn't reactivate it.
No.
Of the watercolor stuff,
No, it's your,
right? Well, it shouldn't reactivate it because it's
Okay.
acrylic.
I know you keep saying that. Apparently I'm not hearing it.
Yeah.
You're like, well, wait, I'm surprised. One can never have too many polka dots.
Wildfire and Grace says, have you experimented with the resist on watch?
What kind of resist?
Yeah, what kind?
Tell us more.
We've been doing resist with oil pastel.
We did some resist with oil pastels, and sorry, my book, I had pushed it up there. Sorry about that. And thank you, Angela. Sarah's asking, what's the difference between the Daily Creative Practice Journal 2.0 and the Everything Journal?
This is the Daily Creative Practice Journal. This size right here. So it is much smaller. And the Daily Creative Practice Journal is set up so that you have one spread per week in 1 month. So this pamphlet is filled in 1 month. The Daily Creative Everything Journal is this larger journal that holds everything. It's not made to, just be 1 month like this. And the paper is different. The binding style is different. So and I use it for a different purpose. I use this for everything. And then this is just mainly my under the influence work, my art journaling work, where we're featuring different artist styles. Or I'll put, things that I'm experiencing that week. I've used this sort of like as a calendar type journal before, but right now I'm just doing the art features each week in it. So that's the difference. Size and purpose. My favorite things to do is this, though. Use it as a palette for underneath this one. So use the little one on top of the big one. And then you end up with two. Spreads. A big one and a little one.
I love how you use it as a palette, and it's such great.
We also had fun testing some very inexpensive acrylic paint markers over the gouache. And they work way better over the acrylic gouache than they do the watercolor gouache, but they did work over the top of both. These are by Thule Art that we got on the store that shall not be named.
The big A, Jeffrey Bezos. So I need to plug my phone in. It's okay. I'm gonna go like this. So you guys just. I have a Dodger right here.
Oh, she's going to plug it into her computer.
Okay, there you go. Okay. I'm just doing asemic writing. Well, no, just messy writing. Let's be real. It's just messy writing. Sharp as China marker. In this background of gouache, two layers of gouache, I think. One.
Yeah,
It's
needed more colors.
Okay, so Allie, asemic writing. Do you know where that originated? Or why we call it asemic?
No, do you?
No. I'm just
Oh,
curious.
well, asemic sounds. Well, we should just look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
And does anybody else that's watching know what the
Yes.
origin of the word asemic writing is? So do you use ChatGPT like Google now?
Yes, I do. It's a ChatGPT.
Lynn is saying, can you give another explanation on acrylic versus regular gouache? I'm confused. Welcome to the family, Lynn. Me too.
Lynn, traditional or regular gouache is just like watercolor. It's like opaque watercolor. Opaque watercolor. And then acrylic gouache is the same thing as matte acrylic paint. I have not figured out any difference. There is no definition of any difference. What we found when we looked up, when you Google define gouache, you get gouache is a noun. What else did it say? It was like
It's a process.
it's a process, which is painting with opaque matte.
Yes.
Right.
It was very
Opaque
strange.
matte paint, and it traditionally has the gum Arabic binder in it, like watercolor does. It's a water soluble binder, so it will keep reactivating. Acrylic gouache, just like acrylic paint, is not going to reactivate. This is all done with acrylic gouache. So now if it's dry, if I come back in and wet it, like I just dropped some water droplets on there and move that around, well, it shouldn't do it. It just did.
Do you want to wet? Do you want to?
I don't know what, like, yeah. It shouldn't do what it just did, but it probably, it's kind of pretty. It probably just is not completely dry yet because I didn't heat some, but you know, yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to not lift. That's why we dry. Yeah,
Everything has been a science experiment today.
it has. What time are we at? We've got about 10 more minutes.
And that's going by fast.
Do you know what Islamic writing is?
Yes, I would like to know what it's in.
Well, it has its roots in ancient history in forms of symbolic, pictorial writing, like what's the word? Petroglyphs and things.
Okay, or hieroglyphs.
Hieroglyphs, yeah,
Mhm.
hieroglyphs. Thank you. It was further developed though by 20th century artists, particularly avant-garde artists, and it emphasizes visual form and composition over specific meaning.
Visual form
And composition.
and
so
composition
the
over. Got it.
That makes sense.
And says, and it's with the rise of the internet, Islamic writing has become an international art movement,
Wow.
pushing the boundaries of communication and interpretation. Well, I don't know about that, but interesting. It's become a rich and open-ended form of expression that invites viewers to engage with the visual and aesthetic qualities of writing beyond traditional linguistic understanding. Oh, makes perfect sense. I just like it, like I'm doing a journal page, it's a way to hide the words and the meaning, or
So to me, asemic writing is like just fake writing, right?
We used to call it scribble scribing.
Yeah.
I still call it
Scribble scribing, but
Right.
but hidden writing for me is I'm actually paying attention to the words,
yeah, oh yeah, I'm paying attention to the words.
but I'm writing them so they're not readable to anyone else.
Right.
So for me, those two things are a little bit different,
Yeah,
Gotcha.
personally.
I use asemic writing more as a mark making method.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're just seeing that because it's different, when I do dot, 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 right? Little tap, tap, tap with my brush. And when I make other marks, but when I write, it almost feels like I can interpret that a little, like it makes you lean in a little bit more, I think, because it looks more like writing. Well, it is writing. But
Yeah. A lot of calligraphers use something right, like in their artwork. You know what I mean, like a beautiful piece of calligraphy. Sometimes you can't even read it, but it's kind of.
Jana, I have to tell you, we were in this amazing bookstore yesterday and we kept looking at all these books going, oh, this reminds us of Jana. Oh my gosh, Jana would love these images.
you were talked about a lot yesterday.
You
Jenna.
were.
I wonder if her ears were
Your ears burning.
burning. That's it.
Okay, I found the word schenectady.
Ooh,
Isn't that a place in New
Yeah.
York?
I think so. Schenectady.
Holly,
That's
police, oh, you read it. She's confused.
right. Okay, so this is our favorite conversation, Andrea. So Holly said, I'm confused. Minette had a pretty top of the page going and then painted over it. What's up with that? So for me, it wasn't all jiving together. And is it Hollis? Is that how you say it? I said Holly, but I'm reading it again. It's Hollis, maybe. And the two pieces of the piece of the mandala in the corner and the dots at the top were not working for me. So I just added some gesso over the top of them and then added an image that happens to have the green and some of this corally color in it. So it felt like it just sort of brought it all back together. I love never being attached to what it is that I'm creating and to painting over things that I don't like. And also I really love layered look. And if you were to see this page up really close, I can still see the polka dots in the background as well. But for me, the layered process of mixed media is what, one, is so much fun for me to create, but two, creates layered meaning in my pieces. And I am always way more about creating a piece that has meaning than creating something that's just pretty. I'm not opposed to creating things that are pretty, and I'm happiest if I can have that win-win of something that's both meaningful and beautiful.
Well said.
Very nice, Minette. It's nearly 9 o'clock at night.
I know, it's because I had coffee.
It was.
I am not a night owl, you guys. I was up at 5 a.m. this morning, having my first cup of coffee.
What time did you get up, Andrea?
I was late this morning.
I know, like 7.
7.
Yeah.
Let's go to us and you didn't sleep.
And Jana, yeah, you would have had so much fun in this bookstore. And I know we don't need more books either, but there were some treasures for sure.
And also now every time I use that book, I'm going to think about being here.
I know.
Memories.
Yeah. I love this book. I got on one side it says very queer, and on the other side says his long train of gay coaches.
Oh wow.
What's the book?
It's like a kid's book.
I know.
Friends around the world.
Oh, so
canvas. It's old.
Gay, so
and
happy.
joyful.
Yeah.
But,
Yes.
gay kids. So
I was going to say
great.
being a mom of gay kids.
LGBTQ
That's
plus
right.
Kids, I'm like thrilled to find something like that
Yeah.
in a book.
Totally.
Oh, what am I going to do with that now? I'm just going to sit there and enjoy
Oh,
the
yeah,
page.
so cute.
Pretty.
So Annie, that's a fabulous, fabulous question. So Annie's asking, what do you look for in a book? Who wants to start?
Ooh, Allie had a specific thing she was looking for. Why don't we let Allie start?
Well, I look for the words in the books. So I'm always looking for interesting words that I can cut out and then use, like in, journal pages or in found poetry. But yeah, I'm always words first, and then I'm always just looking for ones I can alter, like interesting kind of covers, maybe like not covers, but like an interesting book cloth or an interesting illustration on the cover. But I'm less interested in the pictures inside. I like the words. But Andrea, what are you looking for?
I also like the words. I'm looking for the size of the words. So anything that has bigger words, I'm really fond of. Kids books, kids readers, especially like these old Friends Around the World sort of readers that have just nice chunky words,
right?
Because I think they're really fun to cut out. Yesterday I was looking at book cloth colors because who is it? Jody Alexander does this really cool thing where she strips the book cloth off the old books and does stuff with the book cloth. So yesterday I was looking specifically for books that had
off.
You peel it.
Just peel it off.
Peel it off the board. You can. Yeah, she does. So anyway, I was looking for book cloth, different colors yesterday. That was just an unusual thing I was doing yesterday, but What about you, Minette?
Two things. Well, actually, agree with the words and the big print words. Images for me, because I love all kinds of collage. So I'm always looking for interesting images. And then I love making altered books as well. So looking for fun covers, the right size covers. Like we got some kind of tall, skinny books, like they were vertical shape books. I found a beautiful book of birds around the world. So I'm often looking for interesting images for collage or books that I can alter and turn into journals.
Yeah.
And cheap.
Cheap is good.
Cheap is
When I'm
good.
at a flea market, my absolute max I will pay for a book is $5.
Oh, okay.
And that's only for like something super stunning.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
$5, no
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
And everything we bought yesterday was a maximum of $1, except for I think the newer fiction that you bought to read. Was that $5?
No, that book of lists was $5.
The book of lists was
Which is
$5.
really-
That was a
worth
cool
it to
book.
me.
And I'm hiding it around here. No, it's over there.
It's back in my
I'm
box.
gonna make sure good. Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry.
You got it.
Oh, well, Minette cleaned up earlier.
Yeah.
It's like I could clean.
We I have a 16-foot table in my studio. And
We're in the
1 foot
middle.
clear.
The camera, the laptop is at the midpoint of the 16-foot table. So
we have literally covered it from end to end to end today.
Yes, we have. Ooh, polka dots.
Got
I'm
it.
calling my name. Thank you. Polka dots and black tape.
now you're singing my tune.
The picture down. Oh, okay, Jana. I'll give you my pictures. I can keep the words. I'm also looking for foreign words, and then again, like different size text, like very tiny text, foreign text.
So yesterday we got
books.
Spanish, Russian, and Hebrew
And Italian.
and Italian.
Yeah. Good night, ladies. Good night.
Oh,
Edges that are torn. Yeah, I love it. Square books. Yes, agree. Annie, square books are the bomb.
Well, different sized books.
Yeah.
We saw some really interesting sized ones.
Yeah.
They're like tall, skinny. I got
Where's that one? I showed them that before.
On the bottom, that long one.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah.
This one was really good looking.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that one was really cool. Yeah.
Select Poems by Alexander Block, which I liked the pages.
Yeah.
And I like the slick paper. That's kind of fun to watercolor on.
Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know that.
And then I thought this was cool because it was like tall and skinny. So when
Yeah.
it's open, it feels like it's a square, right?
Oh, yeah.
The full spread is a square. So that might
Yeah.
actually be kind of a nice art journal. And these pages, so somebody was asking what we look for in a book. If I'm looking to turn it into an art journal and work in the book and not replace the pages, I'm looking for books that are actually, their pages are actually stitched in and not glued in. And you can tell that by opening up and finding maybe the center of a signature, and you can see the stitches down the middle.
Yeah, you don't want it glued. It'll fall
You don't
apart.
want it glued because it will fall apart. I usually try and find the center of a signature just to verify that it is stitched. And there's the center, so you can see the thread right down the middle. If you find that you have a lot of pages in here, oftentimes this is not a altered book class, but I will tear the center pages out. And then you can thin it down a little bit and use some pages. And I also will take the center 2 pages around the stitching and glue them together. I find that
Yeah.
makes things a little more stable as well. So
Yeah.
those are things that I look for in a book. All right, that is it for tonight. Let's see if I can take this off the camera stand. And I ended up cutting out some words. I got a good gritty background done on this spread, and another background started for another thing. I'm gonna come around here. Walking. Let's see. Allie's got a beautiful spread of papers. Gorgeous. And Minette has a little journal page going here. That's sweet, and some more papers. And
Just had a lot of fun.
we have had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for being on with us. Coming back to my little messy spot, I will say goodbye. Let's see if I can turn this around.
Oh, thank you, Lucy. What a privilege to spend time with the three of you.
Thank you. Thanks, Blanca.
Fun to watch, says Hollis. Love all those letters on the cover of the book. Block love. Yeah, awesome. Little tiny hardcover books are the best. Yes. You're welcome, everybody.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. Been great hanging out with you. Have a good weekend.
Mhm. Does the chat save? Do you know?
Yes, it does. Good night. You're welcome, everybody.
Good night.